and imagine yourself speaking confidently, words flowing effortlessly. Hello everyone, this is Lavani and welcome back again. If you are struggling with speaking English and you have been stuck in the middle of a conversation and words don't come to your mind, then this video is for you. It used to happen to me a lot, and it's totally okay if it's happening to you too. From my own experience, I'll share some simple and practical steps that have truly made a difference. I believe you will find the solution to overcome from this challenge. So please subscribe my channel now. Before we get into the solutions, let's take a closer look at why this happens. It's like your brain just can't think any words or go blank when you're trying to express yourself. Trust me, you're not alone. It's a natural part of the language learning process, and everyone goes through it. There are a few reasons behind this challenge, and nervousness is the first factor. Nerves can play a big role when you're speaking with others, especially in English. It's natural to feel a bit anxious, and that anxiety can sometimes make your mind go blank, like a computer freezing up when it's overloaded. Secondly, vocabulary is key. If you don't have the right words stored in your mental dictionary, you're more likely to struggle. It's like trying to cook a dish without having all the ingredients. Things like won't come together. Lastly, cultural differences can sneak in. Sometimes the way we express things in our native language doesn't quite match up in English. So while your brain is translating, it's also looking for the best way to get the point across. It's like playing a puzzle with pieces from different sets. Remember, it's absolutely okay to face this challenge. It doesn't mean you're not good at English or that you're failing. It just means you're in the process of mastering a new skill. Let's move on to some solutions that'll help you overcome it. Expanding your vocabulary. Imagine your vocabulary as a toolkit. The more tools you have, the easier it is to build something amazing. The same goes for language. Start small by learning a few new words every day. It's like adding new tools to your toolkit. You can do this by reading books, watching movies or shows in English, or even following English content online. When you come across a word you don't know, write it down and find out what it means. I'd like to mention a super website for improving your vocabulary. You can use this website called British Council to learn English vocabulary in an easy and visual way. British Council is an awesome and free website where you can learn English very easily. Flashcards, quizzes, and interactive lessons make learning fun and effective. That's what British Council does. And hey, don't forget about synonyms. Those are words that mean the same thing. Having synonyms in your brain gives you more options when expressing yourself. Building your vocabulary isn't about memorizing a dictionary overnight. It's a steady journey, and each new word you learn is a step toward clearer and more confident conversation. Get those vocabulary muscles working, and soon the right words will start flowing naturally. Now, let's talk about the magic ingredient to language success. Practice, practice, practice. Just like playing an instrument or mastering a sport. The more you practice, the better you become. When it comes to finding the right words while speaking English, practice is your best friend. Engage in conversation regularly. Pretend you were talking to a friend about your day or describing something you like. It might feel a little weird, but trust me, it's like flexing your language muscle. Now here's the exciting part. Connect with other English speakers or other learners. Language exchange partners or conversation groups online are gold mines. They give you a chance to practice in a real setting and receive feedback. Plus, you'll learn idioms, phrases, and even slang that textbooks might not cover. Practice isn't just about speaking, It's also about listening. Tune in to English podcasts, shows, or YouTube channels. The more you expose yourself to the language, the more familiar it becomes. Your brain starts recognizing patterns and structures. Remember, practice isn't about perfection, it's about progress. Every conversation you have, every word you learn, and every mistakes you make, they're all building blocks. Alright, here's a powerful technique to overcome that blank mind feeling. Start thinking in English. So when you think in English, you're putting those pieces together without the extra step of translation. Try this, okay? As you go about your day, describe things in mind using English. It's like giving your brain a workout. When you're cooking, getting ready, or even taking a walk, think about what you're doing using English words. For example, I'm going to drink a glass of water now. Or I'm walking to the park now. Like these kinds of sentences. This trick rewires your brain, making English more natural and accessible. It's like creating a direct path from your thoughts to your speech. You'll find that the right words come to you more easily in conversations because your brain is already in the English zone. Don't worry, if it feels strange at first, change takes time. Just like learning to ride a bike, you will stumble a bit before you find your balance. But once you do, you will notice the real differences in how effortlessly you speak. Now let's talk about a simple yet effective strategy. Slowing down. Imagine you are in a conversation feeling the pressure to respond quickly, but guess what? You don't have to rush. Take a deep breath and give yourself a moment to collect your thoughts. Speaking slowly isn't a sign of hesitation. It's a sign of thoughtfulness. Remember, conversations aren't races. You're not competing against a stopwatch. When you slow down, you not only give yourself time to find the right words, but also make your speech clearer and more confident. When you speak at a comfortable pace, you are in control. And that control means you can choose the perfect words to express yourself. Don't be afraid to hit the pause button on the conversation treadmill. Slow down, take a breath, and let your words flow naturally. It's a small change that can make a big difference in how you communicate. Let's dive into a helpful technique that can smooth out your conversation using fillers and transition phrases. These are like little helpers that buy you time to think without leaving awkward silences. Imagine you're in a conversation and your mind needs a moment to catch up. Instead of getting stuck, you can use phrases like, well, you know, I mean, or actually, these act as bridges, giving your brain a chance to find the right words. It's like adding a cushion to your space, making it comfortable for both you and the listener. Fillers and transition phrases keep the conversation flowing while you gather your thoughts. But remember, balance is key. Using them too much can make you sound unsure. So sprinkle them here and there, and you'll notice how they add a smooth rhythm to your speech. Think of it like crossing a river on stepping stone. They make the journey easier and more enjoyable. So don't be afraid to use these linguistic helpers. Let's explore a technique that taps into the power of your imagination. Visualization. Now, close your eyes for a moment and picture this. You're about to have a conversation in English and imagine yourself speaking confidently, words flowing effortlessly. Visualization is like a mental rehearsal. Before important conversations, take a moment to visualize yourself succeeding. Picture yourself expressing your thoughts with ease, using the right words, and feeling proud of your communication skill. This technique isn't magic, but it's close. When you visualize success, your brain starts believing it's possible. It's like prepping for a performance. Athletes do it, musicians do it, and now you can do it for your language skills. Visualizing success also reduces anxiety. When you have already seen yourself succeed, your brain is more relaxed, making it easier to find the words you need. So before that important conversation, close your eyes and run through a mental movie of success. Alright, here's a practical technique that might surprise you. Recording yourself. Imagine having a personal language mirror where you can see and hear how you speak in English. It's a game changer for improvement. Grab your phone or recording device and have a casual conversation. Talk about your day, your interests, or anything you like. Don't worry about being perfect. This is a safe space for learning. Now listen to the recording. It's like watching a replay of a game to see what you did right, where you can improve. Notice your pronunciation, choice of words, and any areas that feel challenging. This self-assessment is like having a coach on your language journey. You will discover patterns, pinpoint areas that need attention. Don't be too critical of yourself. Everyone stumbles and makes mistakes. Remember, it's about progress, not perfection. Recording yourself is a powerful tool that gives you insights, boosts your confidence, and help you fine-tune your speaking skill. So grab that recording device and give it a try. Embrace the learning process and watch how your English improves one recording at a time. Everyone faces challenges when learning a new language, but with dedication and consistent effort, you can overcome them. Building vocabulary, practicing regularly, and using these strategies will help you find the right words more easily when speaking English. So give yourself the grace to learn, and before you know it, you will be speaking with confidence. If you found these tips helpful, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to my channel for more language learning tips. Thank you for watching and happy learning!